and it is time for another Flow with Tarot segment. And yes, you're seeing this correctly. I am not showing my face in this video. So let's just pull a card here, okay? Let's see what we have. And if you notice, look how many cards we have left. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards left. We've been doing well with going through this stack. So let's see what we have. So we've got the King of Pentacles. When I think about the King of Pentacles, what I see is someone sitting with confidence. Confidence in what they have spelled for, confidence in what they've spoken for, confidence in what they have declared, confidence in what they have conjured, confidence in their expression, confidence in who they know they are, who they came here to be. And they are settled in that. They are settled in all aspects of who they are. They don't walk around in shame. The King of Pentacles is not walking around trying to limit themselves or trying to water down exactly who they are and exactly what they want. They are in full receiving mode of what they desire. There is no explanation that they're offering to anyone about why they have what they have, about the success that they have, about the prosperity that they have. This can be applied to their spiritual work. When they've done the rituals, when they've done the spells, and they get the results that they intended for, they are settled in that. They're not second guessing themselves. They're not second guessing their worth. They are saying, yes, I did a ritual for this. I did a spell for this exact thing. It's working for me. I am working for me. I am powerful. Yes, I am magical. Yes, I walk fully and I stand firmly in who I am as an alchemist. Of course, it has worked for me. Of course, it is working for me. Of course, I get the results that I desire. Of course, everything works out for me. Of course, of course. I also feel with the King of Pentacles that this reminds us to look around at our results, to review them, to allow ourselves to enjoy our own fruits. What can happen sometimes is when we see things unfolding, our mind then goes to, okay, well, what do I need to do now? What do I need to do next? What do I need to do tomorrow, next week? And we forget to just look and review at, take a look at and review the things that are actually working. Look at what we have received. And that's what I mean when I say settle into. You settle into what you receive. Settling not in the sense of not allowing yourself to be elevated into more, but to, excuse me, celebrate what is. This reminds us to celebrate what is happening now before we just jump into the next thing. I also feel like this reminds us to, as we review and as we celebrate what is happening now, that we don't fill our plates up with too much. And what I mean by that is, you've received what you intended for, what you spelled for, what you did the ritual for, what you took action for. And it's almost as if you are crossing something off the list. And then once that thing is crossed off the list, then you look to replace it with something else. And King of Pentacles reminds us not to do that. You don't need to replace anything. You allow yourself to sit in the elevation that is in front of you right now. You don't need to add things to the list. Oftentimes we do that because that is our way of justifying that we deserve the things that we have. If we can look like we're juggling a lot, if we can look productive, then that says, see, look, I deserve what I have. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. So be easy in your results. Celebrate them. Be grounded in them. Even use this as a time when it comes to your spiritual practice. As you see the results taking form, taking place, taking root, you take root. You become even more grounded in your elevation. You become even more connected with your spirit and with your soul. And if you are dividing up your energy, if your energy is segmented into a whole bunch of things, that makes it difficult to do that. But use your success to become even more grounded. So, that's what I feel with the King of Pentacles. Let me know what your takeaways are in the comments. And we're almost done with the deck and we're going to keep going. Thank you for being here, not just with this segment, the tarot segment, but also being here on this channel, Unleash Your Magic. If you've noticed, I have changed the name from Magic in Motion to Unleash Your Magic. The premise is still magic in motion because you want to be able to apply your spiritual practice to every single part of your life. So the content is still the same. I just changed the name because I feel like Unleash Your Magic is more aligned with what this channel is about. So, also don't forget, if you are wanting a tarot reading, book a session with me. I will leave the link for you to do that in the comment section. And we are going to keep going. I can't wait to share more with you.